Maybe the me that you know would kill you, but I don't do that.
You left me here. You made me into this monster. How many more must die because of your mistakes?
Hello and welcome to another special episode of Superhero Club, your go-to show all about comic book inspired original series on Prime Video. I'm your host, Stephanie Williams. Before we get too far in, if you want more superhero content like this, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Prime Video channel. Welcome to Character Diaries, where we peel back the layers of Prime Video's most compelling characters. Today we're opening a very special chapter, the story of a man who has lived through centuries and is known to the world as Immortal. But this isn't just another superhero profile. You're about to witness an intimate look at moments that shape not just a hero, but a man who has experienced love, loss, and rebirth across time. So without further delay, let's rediscover the undying warrior known as Immortal.
I'm believing what I'm seeing here, folks, but the Immortal, or someone who appears to be him, has suddenly attacked Omni-Man.
What makes a hero? Is it their ability to lead or their resilience in the face of death itself? Everyone has an origin story, but Immortal spans centuries. The stoic, immortal leader of the Guardians of the Globe commands respect and authority among his teammates, skills honed through lifetimes of experience. Immortal leads the charge against the Mauler twins during their assault on the White House. His leadership qualities shine through, but so does the brewing tension with Omni-Man.
Take my hand!
I had him.
This warrior's power and bravado are on full display when confronting the elderly villain Biplane, whom he launches into space without hesitation. It's a moment that reveals Immortal's extraordinary strength and sometimes excessive force when dealing with threats. But even immortality has its limits. In a shocking twist, Immortal meets his demise alongside his teammates at the hands of Omni-Man. It's a moment that forever changes the landscape of the Invincible universe.
Why?
However, death is never permanent for our hero. Following a solemn funeral honoring the fallen Guardians, Immortal's body becomes the target of teenage grave robbers and the calculating Mauler twins, a testament to the perceived power even his corpse might contain. Resurrected by the Mauler twins with the help of robots technology, Immortal breaks free from their control, driven by the vengeance against Omni-Man. This resurrection showcases not just his immortality, but the emotional scars he carries through each life, like the burden of remembering his own murder.
Activate the collar. Immortal, you're gonna destroy Robot and the new Guardians of the Globe for us.
Omni-Man cuts Immortal's resurrection short, demonstrating that even immortality has limitations when faced with Viltrumite's strength. But Immortal doesn't stay dead for long thanks to Cecil and the GDA. A new chapter begins as Cecil recruits Immortal to lead a new iteration of the Guardians of the Globe. This leadership role highlights his experience and authority but introduces new tension, particularly with Invincible, whom he views with suspicion due to his father's actions. The weight of responsibility sits heavy on shoulders that have already borne centuries of burden.
Now, we've done an analysis of your last 15 engagements and narrowed it down to a failure of leadership.
Phew! Off the hook! Sorry.
I'm still adjusting to my new body.
And I'm instituting a change. The Immortal's now in charge. A couple thousand years of experience should turn things around.
In an unexpected development, Immortal forms a romantic relationship with Duplicate. Their connection reveals a softer side to the usually stoic leader, offering glimpses of the man beneath the immortal warrior. a man still capable of love despite lifetimes of loss.
The Immortal's the only person I've ever met who's died as many times as I have. Maybe you don't understand that, but it means something. He gets it.
As the story progresses, Immortal's attitude toward Invincible begins to soften. During their mission in space, he acknowledges Invincible's superior strength and speed, showing a pragmatic side to his leadership and a willingness to put aside personal feelings for the greater good. It's a rare moment of humanity from a man who has lived long enough to recognize when another surpasses him.
Good work.
Thanks. You too.
But tragedy strikes once more when Immortal returns to Earth to discover that a member of the Lizard League has killed his beloved Kate. This devastating loss reveals the depth of Immortal's capacity for love and the vulnerability that comes with it, proving that even for one who has lived for centuries, the pain of losing a loved one never diminishes. Immortal's heartfelt eulogy for Kate shows a rare moment of emotional vulnerability for him as well. A man who has lived for centuries can still grapple with the pain of losing someone he truly cares for. His words reveal layers of emotion that his stoic exterior usually conceals. Immortal's heartfelt eulogy for Kate further emphasizes the point that even though he's lived for centuries, again, it does not diminish his ability to feel pain. His words reveal layers of emotion that his stoic exterior usually conceals. His conversation with Black Samson further explores this vulnerability as he opens up about the depth of his feelings for Kate. It's a stark contrast to his usual demeanor, revealing the emotional toll that immortality has taken on him over the centuries, the accumulated weight of loving and losing across time.
Why do I feel this way, Marcus?
Because you loved her, man.
I loved many others before Kate. All of them died as well. But this is different.
However, grief can be a dangerous emotion for someone with Immortal's power. His confrontation with Alan the alien, driven by unprocessed grief, shows that Immortal is still human, even though he is no ordinary man. Immortal is immune to death, not his emotions, and even they can sometimes overcome his reasoning.
It's gonna be tricky. Whoa, hey, I think there's been a misunderstanding.
How can I hear you speak?
Okay, it's just this implant I have. It lets us communicate telepathically. It's not a big deal.
Get out of my head!
Hey, I am not here to fight. I'm just looking for Invincible.
Invincible! Omni-Man sent you!
No! And chill the hell out!
Cecil's decision to temporarily remove Immortal from leadership recognizes his dangerous emotional state, forcing our hero to confront his grief away from leadership responsibilities. For a man who has defined himself by his role as leader and protector, this forced isolation becomes yet another form of loss. In a moment of unexpected joy, Immortal discovers that Kate has survived through a hidden copy of herself. Their reunion at the secluded cabin offers a rare moment of happiness for a man who has experienced centuries of loss. It is a moment of resilience and hope, even in an immortal heart that has weathered countless heartbreaks. A new beginning unfolds as Immortal rejoins the Guardians with Kate by his side, now engaged and looking forward to a future together. This development suggests that even for an Immortal, the capacity for hope and new beginnings remains. The warrior who has lived through ages still finds reasons to embrace tomorrow. In a shocking glimpse of an alternate timeline and future, we see a version of Immortal who has become a tyrannical ruler, demonstrating how power combined with immortality can corrupt even the most stalwart heroes. His confrontation with Mark from the timeline reveals deep-seated resentment and the dangerous potential that has always lurked within him. A cautionary tale of power unchecked by mortality.
Work camps? Killing innocent people? Wars? That's not who you are.
The man you remember is dead. But I didn't receive that privilege.
Is this about Kate? Did she die?
Kate? I don't know that name. Is that the red-haired woman you...
No, not Eve. Kate. You just got engaged. In the past, I mean.
I've had hundreds of wives. I've outlived everyone I've ever loved. Do you know what that does to a man? Century after century after century.
No, but...
Of course you don't. You were the lucky one.
The defeat of alternate immortals serves as a stark warning about the dangers of unchecked power and the fine line between hero and villain. A line that our immortal continues to walk carefully. It forces us to question, what keeps our immortal from becoming the tyrant we've glimpsed? Perhaps the very connections, the loves, and the losses he has endured that have made his immortality bearable. We'll have to wait and see how Immortal's journey unfolds in Season 4, but for now, thank you for watching Superhero Club and this installment of Character Diaries. I've been your host, Stephanie Williams. Remember, you can now watch all 3 seasons of Invincible on Prime Video.